It's Wednesday, February the 7th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince, and there is...
Hi, I'm Anthony.
Welcome to the Geek Chic Culture Show, where we talk about all the cool things in the world and have no manners whatsoever.
Yep.
There you go.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Gimme.
Get bent?
Always gets.
Oh, wow.
Get bent? Oh, man, I haven't heard get bent in a while.
Yeah. I was trying to think about all those old sayings.
What, from Persona 4? Get bent, you kids!
Talk to Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus. I think that's my favorite,
What, y'all need Jesus?
young kids saying. Y'all need Jesus.
Ooh, my coworker says that to me.
That's really?
Well, but she's an old Italian lady who's very religious.
So you probably need Jesus.
Probably. Probably. Jesus will protect us.
Oh, is that an actual quote?
That's an actual quote.
Damn. All right.
That's an actual quote.
Good for her.
Yeah, just rock out with Jesus.
All right. Well, your week sounds interesting.
Yes. Would you like to hear a story?
I would like to hear a story.
Work story.
Yes.
So, I think either last week or before that, you were talking to TJ about doing a work prank.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds like fun. I will execute because I can.
Yeah.
For context, I work at a mall, or more specifically on the top of a mall.
In an office.
In an office. And so periodically on breaks, I go shopping.
Yeah.
And it just came to me because I was like, well, I'm bored this morning. I realized I didn't have much work to do. So what I planned to do was go to this meeting because it was my turn to lead this team meeting that we have every week.
Yeah.
And then I would go in, do the meeting, and then after the meeting at lunchtime, I would come back with a different outfit.
Good stuff.
So,
Good stuff.
But I only thought of doing it as I was there.
Wait, so you only did one? You only did one?
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't bring any. I was like, I'll just test the waters.
All right. Okay.
And so there's a girl who I work with.
Yeah.
We'll call her D.
All right.
And she is I guess the easiest way I could explain it is we have identical positions only in different teams.
Okay.
Yeah. Like whereas I'm more on the accounting side, she's more on operations.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we cover for each other when everyone's not there. So I tell her everything. She knows everything about me and whatnot. So I let her in on the secret because there's just no way that I could get it by her without her knowing.
Yeah.
So she knew. So at lunchtime, I went out. I was like, cover for me, Danielle. I'm going. Came back, and I made it real clear that I had a different shirt because in the morning I had just a solid navy shirt with black pants.
Okay.
Came back with light khakis and like a checkered red shirt.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was like, because that was the cheapest outfit I could find on the clearance rack at the Bay.
Yeah.
So that's what I came back in. I walked in, and I went changed, and the first thing, I opened the door, and she's there, and she's like, and she's howling. She's like, "Oh my God, you did it!"
All right.
Okay, so we sit down at lunch. Now, a lot of the people that I work with are much older than I, 20, 25 years older. And I said, hey, listen, they won't notice. And she thought that they would.
Okay.
They didn't notice.
All right.
However, there was one girl who works with us twice a week. She's covering for someone else on mat leave.
Okay.
So she's relatively new to our property. She kind of doesn't know her way around things. Or not, she doesn't know her way around the people here yet. She doesn't know what kind of vibe we have. She's from Toronto.
Oh, one of those city slickers.
Yes, she's very fashion forward.
Okay.
She's very detail oriented.
Oh, I see.
She is a by the book woman.
All right. Okay.
And in the few times I've met her, she's always commented something about what I'm wearing. Either like she's able to pick out the name on my watch from a glance. She's able to see what kind of shoes I'm wearing.
Damn.
Like she understands men's fashion to a T, and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Good for you.
So she sat in front of me for lunch, and I was just eating normally.
Yeah.
And she's looking at me like she is hardcore staring me down. And I'm like, what?
What happened?
what's wrong? And she's like, you changed your shirt. And I was like, no, I don't think so.
No.
And she's like, no, you were wearing a blue shirt this morning. And I was like, I don't think so.
No.
And then the two older women I work with are like, no, he was wearing that all day because they didn't notice. Yeah. They didn't notice. And I was like, oh wow, this is working. So lunch continues, and then 10 minutes later, she's like, no, you changed your clothes. I know you did. I'm like, I don't think so. But at this point, I couldn't hold it anymore. I just started dying out of laughter because, but I didn't give it up. I was just because everyone thinks I'm some sort of joker anyway. So she's like, see, you're laughing. I'm like, yeah, because this situation's hilarious. Why would I even do that? That sounds like you're making me sound like some sort of crazy person. Why would I change halfway through the day?
All right.
And she's like, no, I know you're wearing a blue shirt. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? She's like, because this morning at the team meeting, I looked at you when you were up there and I said, wow, that's a really nice blue shirt. And then you scratched yourself on the shoulder. And I thought, wow, the material must be quality because that's a loud scratch he's making.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So then Danielle was like, no, listen, I'm pretty sure you can make the same sound with any shirt.
Yeah.
And she's like, Vince, scratch your shirt. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I was like, oh, let's hope it works. So I scratched. I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty audible. Yeah. It works. And then we just continued on. Yeah. And she was like, no, you changed your shirt. You changed it. I'm like,
you broke her.
And I'm like, listen, I didn't. That would be crazy of me. Lunch ends. We're all getting up to leave. And she's like, still looking at me suspiciously. I'm like,
you changed your shirt?
She's like, you changed your shirt? I'm like, no. Just drop it, all right? This is what I was wearing today. I don't have any other clothes. Let's go. So we get up from the lunchroom, and then this is when I stand up. And he's like, you changed your pants.
Oh, I'm so glad this prank has gone over well. I can't wait to do it. Oh, my God.
And then I'm like, Kathy, I'm like, enough. This is
ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Come on. You're crazy. And everyone else is like, they're like, Vince has been wearing that all day. Like, why are you suddenly accusing him? So then the day goes on periodically. Throughout the day, we have to converse for just various reasons. Yeah. And she's still staring me down.
Oh, please tell me you changed back to your original outfit.
So she left. And then the last hour, I was like, okay, Danielle, I'm going to change back.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
So I did change back, and then when she came in for the at the end of the day, and we're saying goodbye, she's like, "You changed again?" And I was like, "No, I've been wearing this the whole day." And then I was like, I gotta go do some stuff. But she followed me around the office, and I was talking to people, and then she's like, and every time we pass someone, she's like, "Was this what he was wearing?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's what he's wearing." End of the day, her face was so red. She's like, "I hate you, Vince. I hate you. I fucking hate you."
Wait, why would she hate you?
I'm like, why? What did I do? She's like, "You changed your clothes." I'm like. And then I was like, okay. I was like, listen, I didn't, but even if I did, what's the issue? And she's like, because it's weird.
Oh, I'm so good. Oh, I knew this was a good idea. I knew it. Oh my God.
And then she's like, ugh! She's like, you infuriate me. And she yelled and her face went all red. And then she's like, oh, I'll see you on Monday. Because she has to drive back to Toronto, right? To Scarborough.
Oh, please tell me you changed again.
No, so she went home. And at this point, I went back to everyone else's offices who wasn't in, who were genuinely believing I wore the same outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey guys, look at my bag. I'm like, why? They're like, Vince, why are you carrying your bag? I'm like, look what's in my bag. And then they're like, is that a different set of clothes? And I'm like, yeah, it is. So, so,
Oh, please.
so here's
So the office is in on it.
so here's where it's gonna get great.
Okay.
Next week when she's back, I convinced them all to bring a second set of clothes. So our whole office is gonna change at lunch just to mess with her.
With the one person? Holy shit. That's so good. Oh my god.
It's so evil.
This has gone better than I've ever hoped. But
Yeah.
also, I demand credit.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Holy shit.
Actually, no. So I was talking to my friend Dee, and she's like, "Why'd you want to do this?" I'm like, "Oh, actually, I have a friend who's doing this at his office, so we're probably just gonna compare notes."
See, but I want to do like the multiple changes through
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Like I want to like take a break, like go take a
Yeah.
smoke break, change, and then
Yeah.
but I got to get someone in on it. Like I got to hide my clothes somewhere.
Yeah, see, that was the hard part. See, like the thing with me was I knew like my friend's like her office is the only one that's near the like that's visible to the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And so she was always gonna know when I went in and came out.
Fair.
So, yeah.
So I think like with how my office works is I think I have to tell one of the IT people because their office is directly across from the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, but then that way I'm not carrying a bag in and out the office. So I can keep
Yeah.
a bag of clothes in their office and just take it from there, go to the bathroom, leave it, go back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn, that worked out
Ooh.
way better than expected.
Oh, she was. I kind of felt bad too, though, because she came in late because she slept in and she was a little sleep deprived. She had no make. Like this girl is like when I say she's like the fashion girl from Toronto, she is, but she came in with no makeup, and I could tell like, oh, this girl didn't even shower. Like she just came in,
Yeah.
like she is not
She was
having a
late.
good day.
Yeah.
And so when I pissed her off, I was like, oh man, even better.
That's fantastic. That worked out so well.
Yeah. Also, just for the listeners, she's not actually really mad at me. We're on really good terms. She hates being fucked with.
She's really anal about fashion, I guess.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
She just hates it. So
That's so good.
yeah, there you go.
I'm glad that worked. All
That
right.
that was my story of the week.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So there's no review this week for good reason. Because there's nothing out.
And we've been playing. We could review Monster Hunter again.
Oh, we should do that again.
I think we should wait a couple weeks. We should wait till we get to Endgame, and then we should get
No, because last week we talked about low rank. Now we can talk about high
We
rank.
can talk about high rank.
Yeah.
we can.
But let's talk about some picks first.
All right.
Yeah.
You watched the big game?
Oh, the big sports ball
Yeah, you
game.
would watch the big sports ball game
No.
with the birds versus the nationalists.
No.
It's, football.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, neither did I.
Wow.
I heard it was a crazy game though. My dad was telling me that it was like it was probably one of the highest scoring Super Bowls and highest amount of yards gained.
Yeah.
For either team in a playoff period. Like it was a crazy exciting game.
From what I hear, it was the game of no defense.
Yeah, it was all offense forever.
Yeah, I heard that if anyone just put up defense, they would win, but
No one did.
no one decided to do it. So, yeah, but no, but with sports ball comes
commercials.
Yeah, the biggest ones.
And we're only gonna talk about movie trailers.
Yeah, I didn't even see any of the commercials.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah.
Ever since they changed the law
Yeah.
here in Canada that they can't really show it, I just stopped caring.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I don't know. What do you want to start with?
Start with
There's a
Deadpool.
couple. Yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah,
Deadpool had a cable trailer,
which
and
wasn't in the Super Bowl. Now that I'm thinking about it.
well, it came out around that time. Like we're just gonna put in around that area.
Okay,
Counts as Super Bowl because
Alright.
they're all releasing it during
that's fair. Okay,
this area where they know that it's going to
for
be
sure.
traffic, right?
all right.
It's a marketing play.
Yeah.
Get the Super Bowl advertisement views without paying those advertisement dollars.
Yes.
So yeah, Deadpool had a cable trailer. It breaks the fourth wall again,
As it should.
as it should, because it's Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I really like that joke where Cable walks in and none of the VFX are done.
Yeah.
Like his eye isn't red. He's got a green sleeve on his arm for the
Yeah.
mechanical arm.
Uh-huh.
And then he turns it into like his own little dramatic play set that he's doing.
And he's dressed as Woody.
Yeah, reach for the sky. So I thought that was pretty cute. But it did show Cable, and he's just as much of an edgelord
Totally.
as I thought he would be.
Holy moly.
You think you know pain? I grew up in war. What do you think pain is? And I'm like, all right, Batman, fucking relax.
Yeah.
But
so edgy.
Your time's up, fuckface. Right? But it's exactly what I expected from a Deadpool trailer. But for some reason, because it's something new, like, even though it's exactly what I expected, it's what I want.
Yeah.
And I'm totally down for Deadpool 2. Right? Even a lot of the jokes that happened in the first trailer, they re-show them here, like the blind roommate pointing the gun in the wrong direction. Yeah. That stuff still plays, even though I saw it already. Yeah. That movie looks fun.
It does.
I can't wait.
It looks like a fun romp.
Was it May
18?
May 18?
Yeah.
Right,
May 18.
Nice.
May 18.
Sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, it's already February.
Yeah. Only one more month of winter, then fucking done with this shit.
Oh man. But we just got a nice snowfall today.
I was 45 minutes late to work today.
Dude, you live down the street.
That's what I'm saying. My drive is 5 minutes.
Wow, I was fine. I was only like 5 minutes later than normal, and I work downtown.
It was 45 minutes. Not that it mattered, because I was still the first one to the office.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Deadpool looked cool.
Yeah, it did.
What else happened? Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah.
Tom Cruise coming back. Was Mission Impossible Fallout. And this kind of this movie is the storyline basically, how far can you push Ethan Hunt before he pushes back?
Yeah.
Right? It's the whole thing. It's also the movie where Henry Cavill had to grow a mustache.
Yep.
Henry Cavill in this fucking film, there's the one scene where he's walking up to a dude in the bathroom and he like cocks both arms.
Yeah.
And he does like a bunch of boxing punches. I'm like, that shit looks brutal.
Yeah.
Like there's some hand-to-hand combat in this trailer that looks rough. Yeah. Like they are throwing people. They look like they're just hitting people.
Yeah, like they have like very subtle camera movements that just emphasizes the impact. Yeah. And it looks fantastic.
Yeah. I don't want to be hit by Henry Cavill.
Oh no, he's Superman.
Yeah, he would destroy you.
Yeah.
Like 100%. He would give you a rib shot and you'd have no ribs.
Yeah.
Because they turn to dust.
Dang. Have you ever seen him when his original, like when he first made it big?
No.
In the show, I think it was called Tutors. The Tutors.
No.
He's so skinny.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He's like a stick.
Huh. Well, I guess like at a certain point, like maybe he had the genetics or he had the features. Like I can grow big. Yeah. It'll probably help your career, right?
Yeah.
And also like in that kind of a job, like if they're paying you to be fit, I'm sure it's a lot easier to be fit.
Oh, totally.
But I also assume it's hard as fuck to be fit. Because you ever see Christian Bale now?
Yeah.
Right? Where he's just, when he was in Batman, he was muscular and like kind of unhappy. But now he's just like got a gut and he's like smiling ear to ear.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that happened. That movie looks like a Mission Impossible movie.
Totally. I'm down to watch it.
But I'm down. Like lately those Mission Impossible movies have been pretty fantastic.
Yeah, they're kind of riding on the coattails of Fast and Furious in terms of how ridiculous they can get.
Yeah. But the setting works, right?
Yes.
Like we're Fast and the Furious, they're like, we're just the boys from the hood racing on the streets, and now we're in space. Like Mission Impossible's always been kind of nuts. Yeah. So it works for that franchise.
Yeah. But now's the time, yeah. Looks good. There's a 15-second clip of the Avengers Infinity War.
Yep. Bleeding Edge.
Yeah.
Bleeding Edge armor. It's in here.
So cool.
It looks awesome.
It does. How are they going to explain that to like the masses and have the masses not go, what the fuck?
I wonder if that'll be a tie-in with like some Black Panther stuff, right? Because the Cap's got his new shield,
which I do not like.
It looks like a sword. Yeah. Like he's got a hand sword.
Yeah.
And I guess it like opens up into a shield, right?
It doesn't turn to a circle.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, does it turn to the old one? Like
Yeah,
the curvy,
like the crest.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
crest one.
kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
More in that shape. Yeah.
Huh. It's a weird shield.
Totally.
It's a weird shield. It looks more like a knife than a shield.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a bone knife.
Yeah. Like a Wolverine claw. Wait. I want to know what Doctor Strange is doing, where he like he does that sigil, puts it out, and then Tony takes it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think other people could take his magic.
Yeah.
And do stuff with it. I really hope they're creative with Doctor Strange, because the way they portrayed Doctor Strange in Thor, just like warping all over the place, doing all this stuff, like showing how all powerful he is. I want them to do some buck wild shit with Doctor Strange.
Maybe he's doing the whole like, okay, I'm gonna shoot some unibeams in these holes, and you make them appear somewhere else.
Yeah, there was also like what was it? Spider-Man was in like low orbit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there, but he's on a satellite.
He's fucking Spider-Man. He can do whatever he wants.
True. He can do whatever a spider
can.
He's
He's the biggest Marvel hero, right?
Fair.
He can do whatever he likes.
Fair. Yeah, they showed a lot of action in this small trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, still don't know what's going on with the fact that Thanos is a badass.
Yeah.
I think he winks at the end of this trailer or something.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he has a smirk or something.
I still wonder if they're going to do, like, if Deadpool is going to do a, like, Josh Brolin Thanos.
Oh.
Like, joke.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never know. Could be.
Like, what if in the movie he finds, like, an Infinity Stone? He's like, this looks like junk. Throws it away. Like, that'd be pretty cool. What else? There's another trailer that happened.
Solo. A Star Wars story.
Featuring the best cast Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Since the original Lando Calrissian.
There's only one scene. But he has the Lando smile in it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, how is that not ever more perfect?
Yeah. How is that not? How is this not a movie about Lando?
Yeah.
Right?
And then the thing is, the person they cast for Han.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Really? I actually like it.
I don't see it.
I like it for the type of character young Han is.
Yeah.
But if you're taking original Han Solo and trying to youngify him, de-age him, I don't think he fits that well.
Yeah. No, like, I get, like, the type, like, yes.
Like, he fits the cocky attitude.
Yeah, the cocky sort of, like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the best pilot, whatever.
Yeah, no, totally, I get that. But it's just his line delivery. More than anything, it's his look. Like, it doesn't make sense
I think they just casted a pretty boy, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, in my mind, I never pictured him as a pretty boy. Like, I pictured him as this, like, kind of tougher looking, right? More macho, I would say. Like riding the line between skinny emo kid and and like, oh, I got muscle definition, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I can see what you're saying. All right, yeah.
He's skinny fit.
Yeah, that's about what I expect Han to be.
Yeah, but this one he just kind of seems like average build pretty boy.
Yeah, he does sort of seem like a CW poster boy. I don't know. I mean, of course, I'll wait to see the movie before I pass full judgment, but initial impressions are he's looking like the weakest part of the film. Because every other person in there...
Lando.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, why isn't it just Lando, a Star Wars story?
Damn. So it's okay. I know we talked about Star Wars when the last Star Wars came out. Should I see this movie?
I think, yeah.
Because it's not a part of the main Star Wars thing.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool because it's going to be a heist movie.
Yeah.
Right? It's about Han. It's about how he did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Yeah. That whole story. You're going to learn about how he got the Falcon from Lando when he gambled to get it. So it's definitely going to be more of along the lines of like I think a Fast and the Furious type thing. Yeah. Obviously not
in space.
It's not going to be so...
Dude, he was drifting a hover car.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, totally.
So scary.
The only other thing is the other non-timeline movie, I guess, is Rogue One.
Okay.
And based on that, like, I don't think that was super great movie. I thought it was fine, and I get the sense that this might be somewhere along the same lines. Like, I think it'll have great moments, but I don't know if it'll be lasting or impactful or mean anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you have any other picks other than that
this week? No.
I had just 2 news stories. So unfortunately, Yakuza 6 got delayed.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Yakuza 6 was supposed to be
out the 20th.
Out on not this month. Next month. It's supposed to be out in March.
Yeah.
They got delayed a month to April 17th. But in the meantime, they are going to release a demo on February 27th for Yakuza 6. And then you'll be able to play...
wow, really early.
Yeah, you'll be able to play a certain chunk.
Okay.
Oh, wait, was it February or was it March? I think it was February.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm bummed. I pre-ordered that game. I want my shot glasses. Or I want my whiskey glasses. That'll never
right,
use.
it comes with those, yeah.
Yeah. I just can't wait. Like, was it Waypoint put up like a 2-hour video of them playing through a bunch of the game? And it looks awesome.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Okay.
Then the other one, which is kind of big, Kaz Hirai, CEO of Sony Entertainment America, stepping down.
Oh no!
Stepping down in April. So here's my conspiracy theory.
Oh, I know where this is going.
The Kaz Hirai CEO Twitter account shut down last year.
No, it didn't.
Was it this year or last year?
Didn't he say he was going to shut down this year?
This year? Okay, it's shutting down.
Remember, he was like, I'm going to shut down this account, ... in 6 months.
Yeah, okay. So he's shutting it down this year.
Yeah.
But actual CEO also stepping down in April.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, Kaz Hirai runs that account.
I want to believe that's so bad.
Oh,
I want to believe it's so bad.
That was his out. He's been secretly talking shit about Sony and video games for years.
I want to believe it. I do want to believe it.
Yeah.
Or I want to believe it's his assistant.
Ooh, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
So in his replacement, the CFO, Kenichiro Yoshida, will be replacing him as the role of...
Wow.
Will be replacing him, and Hirai will assume the role of chairman.
Wow. They're going to put the financial officer in his place.
So they're putting the finance officer as the CEO.
Interesting.
A quote from Hirai says, as the company approaches a crucial juncture, when we will embark on a new mid-range plan, I will consider this the ideal time to pass the baton of leadership to new management for the future of Sony, and also myself to embark on a new chapter of my life.
Oh, okay.
So good for him. He's moving it. Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer!
Was that the same conference with Giant Enemy Crab?
Yes, it was.
Damn, what a legendary conference.
Look at those giant enemy crabs.
Man, I really hope someone got that joke other than us. Like,
you know what now? That's like, what, 2005 now?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that's over a decade.
The joke's over a decade old.
Giant enemy crabs is over a decade old. Holy shit. What was that for? Oblivion?
No, it was for Genji.
Oh,
it was a launch PS3 game.
Oh yeah, Genji.
Was it Dawn of the Blade?
Yeah,
Day of the Blade?
Yeah. Everyone thought it was Onimusha. Yeah.
And then you could flip over the crab and deal massive damage.
Yeah. Was that the same year where Reggie goes, "My body is ready"?
I don't know if that's the same year. It might have been the year after.
Okay, because that would have been legendary.
But my body, that was a legendary press conference for them to like go straight into the shitter. Because that's also when they're like, "Yo, this thing's like $800."
Oh yeah, he's like, "You need 2 jobs."
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Who are you?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, the PS3. Remember that?
Yeah. That was also the one when Devil May Cry 4 came out, and then there was like a 3-hour install on it, and the dev came out and was like, go make a sandwich, because you're going to need nutrition, because you're going to be playing Devil May Cry 4 for so long. Japan's crazy.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay, that's great. Well, Kazurai, you've had quite a storied history.
Yeah.
Sad to see you go.
I'll miss you at press conferences, my friend.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh well.
Yeah. There is one other pick I had.
All right.
Guess what? Remember Overwatch?
Oh, fuck off with Overwatch. Oh my god.
Year of the Dog is back.
You're the Doge?
Year of the Doge. It's not Year of the Rooster, it's Year of the Doge.
All right.
I got no details.
That's it? They just announced that they're going to have a Lunar New Year thing?
Yeah, so next week I have another reason to talk about Overwatch. There you go.
Yo. I need to find a way into the Red Envelope Club. And then bail immediately after.
What am I going to do with my red envelopes?
Fuck you. I need a red envelope.
Man, what am I going to buy?
Bubble tea, obviously.
No?
Yeah.
No.
You got to show up to the bubble tea place with the red envelope.
Oh.
Yeah. Just stereotype it up.
Oh, I should just pay him in red envelopes.
Yeah. Just pass them the red envelope.
Yeah, just like, are you paying cash or credit? I'm like, red envelope.
And they're like, damn.
Yeah, I will. Oh, that sounds good.
I miss it. I miss the Red Envelope Club. It was like a Christmas after Christmas.
It is, yeah.
Feels so good.
Yeah, I guess so. And that's why.
What's your year? Sorry, I want to cut you off for a second. What's your year?
What, like the actual?
Yeah, what's your animal?
Dragon.
Damn, you're a dragon.
I know, right?
I'm a horse.
I lick those when I'm bored.
You lick them?
Yeah.
You lick them?
Yeah, when you're a dragon, you
don't eat them. You lick them.
Dragons eat tigers and shit.
Yeah, true.
When they're like a horse, they're like, whatever.
You're a horse. Cool. You're hanging out. I like to say I'm a stallion.
Oh, sure, buddy.
Like an Italian stallion.
I believe I'm an earth dragon.
Oh. Wait, how do you figure out if you're like, what are you, like an airbender? Like, what's happening?
No, because even though it's like every 12 years, there's certain years that are that align with one of the elements, right?
What? I gotta figure this out.
I'm pretty sure I'm an earth dragon is what I am.
Lunar Year. You keep talking, I'm gonna look up my Lunar New Year Earth element.
Yeah. So yes, if you've done the math, ladies and gentlemen, to be a dragon, I'm either born in the year 2000,
or
which would make me 18. Fuck.
You're 18.
Or I was born in 1988, which would put me closer to 29, going on 30.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I am. Like, you have to look up your specific year you're born. I think you were what, 90?
90.
90?
Like on the dot.
90. 90.
Yeah, 1990.
1990. Okay. Does it say who you are?
I'm still looking it up. It's like giving me all this like.
Oh. Yeah.
I got lucky colors.
Oh.
I got red, purple, and green are my lucky colors.
Okay.
My lucky numbers are 3, 4, and 9.
Thank you.
It doesn't tell me my element.
Okay.
I don't know. What? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
I'm a metal horse.
Whoa.
Fuck yeah, that's rad.
Whoa.
That's cool.
There you go, 1990. So the other one you would have to be metal horse is 1930.
Damn.
There you go.
The fourth phase of Chinese philosophy. It is the decade of matter, or of matter's decline stage. Dun, dun.
Damn. Yeah. So I was an earth dragon. Yep.
Metal is a yin character. Its motion is inward energy.
Metal horse, huh?
Yeah, I'm a metal horse. That's fucking cool.
Metal horse. All right, then. Very cool. Now you know. Use that information wisely, my friend.
I will. Considered to be firmness, rigidity, persistence, strength, and determination.
Wow.
I have none of those.
Okay. Okay. All right, great. So with that, any more other things you want to highlight?
Yeah.
All right, then. Let's move into our week. So you got stuff you want to talk about in your week?
I've still been playing Celeste.
Yeah, how's that?
I beat the B stages.
B-sides.
So I beat enough B-sides. So after you beat the game, you unlock the core of the mountain. But to access the core of the mountain, you have to have unlocked 4 hearts. And the only way to get hearts are to do the B-sides or to find like crazy secrets that are hidden within the stage, right? I found 2 crazy secrets, and I beat 2 B-sides. So I got 4 hearts.
Okay, so
and I just beat the core. The core is a really interesting thing because slight spoilers, at a certain part in the game, you get 2 air dashes. So the core plays with 2 air dashes like you did in the last chapter. And once you do that, the thing is, once you get into the core, you hear that it's messing with your energy, man. So the gimmick here is when you dash and you touch the floor, you don't regain your dash. Right?
Oh.
So you have 2 dashes for the whole stage, unless you find one of the diamonds that recharge you.
Jesus Christ.
On top of that, once you get deeper into the core, there's an element thing. So there's like fireballs flying all around, doing all this stuff, but there's switches, right? The normal switch is lava, right? And there's fireballs, there's lava trying to rise up on certain levels to try and kill you.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And there's these blocks, and if you touch the blocks while it's in the fire form, the blocks will reel back for a second and then try and launch you in whatever direction that you're holding on to, right? So you get some momentum. Then there's ice. So you flip the switch, you turn into ice. The fireballs turn into like floating icicles that you can jump on the top of, but the bottoms have spikes and can kill you. And the blocks turn into kind of just like platforms that if you touch them, they'll slowly dissolve and they'll melt away. And then the last difference is on certain parts of the wall in the fire stage. Think of it like you grab onto the wall and it shoots you up like an elevator almost.
Yeah.
Where on the ice versions of the stage, it's just ice on the wall and then you slide down.
Ice, baby.
So you're going through stages that flip between fire and ice.
Yeah.
And sometimes in mid-flight, like so you'll be air dashing through spikes, then air dash into a switch, collect a gem. And then, now the fireballs turn into ice balls, and you can hop on top of the ice balls to another switch. Like there are certain levels in the core where I want to say for like a solid 45 seconds to a minute, you haven't touched the ground, right? And you're just constantly trying to fly through a bunch of obstacles, and that stuff's really hard. But just like every level before it, the game is really great at naturally teaching you mechanics.
That's good to hear.
Right. I always think back to the original Super Mario Brothers when I think of this stuff, where you start off, there's one Goomba, right? If you run into it, you get hit. You learn, okay, this guy's a bad guy. You can jump on it, kill it, right? Then there's one block. You can jump into the block. You learn that blocks hide shit.
Yeah.
And it goes from there. It teaches you the mechanics through gameplay, and I think Celeste does that perfectly. There is maybe 2 overt things of the game telling you what to do. Like you figure out jump by yourself because like jump is obviously but the game tells you that there's an air dash, and in one of the B-sides the game tells you that you can jump after you warp through a certain block. And those are really the only 2 instances that the game overtly tells you how to do a certain mechanic. Everything else is learned through either trial and error or through just level design. And I've realized now that like that's the reason I love this game. They take platforming to its barest bones in the beginning to teach you certain mechanics, and then layer, and then layer, and then layer, and then eventually it gets harder and harder and harder. But you have the skills to manage, right? So once you beat like a B-side, you go back to the original first level to try and get strawberries, and you're like, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a fantastic game. I can't get enough of it. I learned that there are C-sides.
That sounds ridiculous.
There are even harder levels past the B-sides.
Wow.
There are certain mechanics that I didn't realize you could do until I found one of the hearts, which is your dash resets on screen change, right? So if you dash into a new screen, your hair changes and you get another dash again. But to find this one secret, there is a screen change in an empty space. And if you dash up and you keep changing screens, you can dash up infinitely to get to the top.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And there's like a secret area that you wouldn't have known if you didn't try and dash back and forth to see how high you could get. So there's a ton of secrets. There's a ton of Easter eggs. I found a Super Mario Bros. 3 secret. You go into a certain stage and there's a white block. And if you go onto the white block and you duck,
you go behind it?
You go into the background of the stage, and then you can climb up the background of the stage to get a certain strawberry.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of fantastic shit in this game. I can't recommend it enough. Switch, PS4, PC. It's fan-fucking-tastic.
Cool.
It's good stuff. Good
to hear.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just been Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter and League.
Okay.
Still playing League. I placed in Silver 2.
Yeah.
I'm at Silver 1 now.
Oh.
I started using a new champion called Bard. Bard's really weird. So he's a support character. I'll go through his kit. So his Q is a skill shot, and it shoots out a beam of energy. The beam of energy hits the character. It'll slow them. But the thing is that after it hits, the energy continues for a little bit outwards. And if that continued energy hits another enemy or like a solid object, like a wall or a minion, it'll stun both targets.
Oh.
Right? So you can use it pretty creatively. Like you can throw that energy into a minion first so that it hits a champion behind the minion.
Then it gets stunned automatically.
Then they both get stunned automatically, right? His other, I think it's his W. Yeah, that's how, QW.
WASD?
R? Yeah, no. The one above what?
R?
QWER?
Yeah, ER.
Yeah. So his W is it's basically like a health pod. So he doesn't really have good healing in lane, but what you can do is you can set healing pods, and after a certain amount of time they grow and gain in strength, and then either you or your character, your lane partner can go and collect them and get help.
Yeah.
His W is cool. It's a portal. So you can put it into any wall on the map, and it'll create a portal through the wall. The thing is, it's only a one-way trip. You can't go back. So you can go through, your teammates can go through, but your enemies can go through as well. So you can try to escape by going through a wall, and if they chase you, you can chuck your Q at them, hits the wall, does stuff like that. But you could also use it to initiate battles, right? Your whole team takes the portal behind the enemies, and they're like, shit. You can use it to escape, to set up, to get yourself out of sticky situations and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And his ultimate, he shoots out a ball, and the ball hits an area of effect and turns everything in that area that's been attacked gold and invulnerable. So you can use it on enemies, you can use it on teammates, you can use it on monsters, you can use it on turrets. So if you want to turret dive guys who are camping under their turret, you throw the ultimate on that turret, it takes it out of commission for a couple seconds, do your business, get out. The thing that makes him really interesting is his passive, where because he's like a spiritual being of music, for some reason, a lot of his powers are based on music and charms, right, and bells. So there are bells that will randomly spawn throughout the map. And when you go and collect one, you gain a speed boost, you gain some experience, but also you gain it to your charm counter. And the more charms you have, the stronger your auto attacks become. So if you collect 5, you not only auto attack, but you also shoot out like a little spirit guy to do extra damage and slow the enemy. Right? So he's really high skill ceiling and skill floor for that matter. But he outputs so much damage while still being a support role that it's really helping me climb in certain scenarios.
It's good.
And then I'm playing an older champion called Nunu. He's a little kid riding a giant Yeti. His kit's pretty boring. He has a speed up, so him and a teammate get like faster movement speed, faster attack speed. He has a snowball that he shoots as a projectile, which slows your opponent and their attack speed. His ultimate is that he just creates a blizzard around him, slows attack speed, movement speed, all that stuff. But where he really shines is his Q, where it's a attack that can only be used on minions and monsters, like in the jungle, and it does true damage, but it does huge damage. It does like at level 4, it does like 1,000 damage or something stupid. And the reason I'm playing him is because he's really good at objective control. So if there's a dragon or if there's a baron or whatever, I can use him to take that stuff by myself and very quickly before the enemy even realizes that I've taken it. So it'll be like 5 minutes into a game and I've taken the first dragon, which then gives our whole team a passive bonus, right? And because I'm in such a low skill level, there's not like people aren't warding, people aren't doing that stuff. So I'm getting away with stuff for free. And on top of that, you can run into your opponent's jungle, take their shit really fast, then they're starved and behind for experience. So like I'm just playing him running around with like these fast boots being an asshole pretty much the whole time. And it's fun. He's a really simple champion, but you have to play him with certain team compositions. Right. There's a certain ADC who literally can't gain attack speed. Yeah. So if you pick him, or if you pick Nunu with him on your team, it's not a very synergistic pick. Right. So you kind of got to pick and choose who you're gonna use him with. I see. It's been pretty good. Cool. Yeah, it's fun. Still League, still really toxic community.
Yeah, it's always going to be that way. It's competitive.
I get in there and I mute every single person. Yeah. And I just communicate through pings. Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. Then it's just been Monster Hunter.
Cool. Well, we can save that for a little bit. But
yeah. What'd you do?
Watched this Netflix show called Altered Carbon.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah. It's like a cyberpunk detective story.
Yeah, like people can transfer their consciousness into new bodies.
So the big gimmick is somewhere in the future, someone developed this thing called a stack, and what it does is it replaces one of the discs in your spinal column just below your brain, and essentially they found a way to store your conscious or your soul in there, and your body is now referred to as a sleeve. That's the sleeve you're wearing.
Okay.
And the reason they invented it was they wanted the ability for victims of murders to come back.
Oh, because they like unfairly.
Yeah, because no one can say what really happened.
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind it, and they thought that would be a great way for for those who need to be punished under the eyes of the law. That was the best way. Of course, it changed the face of humanity, and it basically became the idea that the insanely rich could live on forever because they could just keep re-sleeving in new bodies.
Yeah.
Now bodies or sleeves, they basically, when someone dies from an accident, your body gets thrown into we'll call it a recycling center.
All right.
Okay, and your stack, depending on how much money you can pay and what you can afford, gets put on ice. You're effectively frozen. You're not dead. You're not alive. You're just kept somewhere. So
wait, like if I got shot in the face?
Yeah.
Like I'm not dead?
No. The only way to kill you is if they shoot you through the neck and they explode your stack.
Oh, okay.
So your body will go somewhere else. You will be put on ice. Depending on if someone or your insurance policy can pay it out, you'll get a new sleeve. Won't be yours though. It'll be whatever is available at the time because yours is currently in repair.
Yeah.
So whatever's out, and the thing is, there's no guarantee you're gonna get someone of the same age, some of the same race, or even the same gender. So you'll just end up in another body.
Cool.
So that's kind of the world they've built. All right. The story goes, in the past there was a specialized. How can I put it? There was the Empire and there's the rebellions, the rebels. Okay, that's the easiest way to explain it. The rebels wanted to stop the whole idea of the stacks altogether. Like they wanted to remove it from society because they feel like it has effectively killed what it means to be human, and that's what the show is really kind of all about. And so you follow the story of the last of these rebels. These rebels are called envoys, and he's the very last one that exists.
Okay.
He is pulled out of stasis or ice because the richest man on Earth, it's like, what if Elon Musk said, I need to pull you out so you can solve my death?
Huh.
Because what happened was the really rich, even though they can be put in new bodies, if you're really rich, they can clone themselves. And they can keep creating clones so that when their current body dies for whatever reason, they can put themselves in their
back in their same body. Okay.
Exactly. And if you're really, really rich, you can constantly upload your stack to the cloud.
Oh,
yes.
Cloud.
To the cloud. The thing is, during this uploads process, there's about a 10-minute window while you're uploading versus while you're still in your body where things can go blank or it won't capture your memories if you die there.
Okay.
So the richest guy in the world dies, and he summons this legendary dude to solve his murder mystery, and it just goes from there.
Okay.
It's the world they built out is actually super fascinating. It
sounds like
it's really cool. The world they built. The detective story has a couple neat twists to it. It's a little rough around the edges the way that they play it out, but I found it really entertaining, and it was if you like boobs, there's lots of boobs.
I like boobs
especially because a lot of the show deals with people changing bodies, and when you're in a new body, you're just naked.
Oh, okay.
Right? It also deals with VR. So because you have a stack, say your stack is not in a body or a sleeve, you could put that into a machine, and you could put them into VR, and now they live there.
Huh.
And now that sounds pretty pretty ordinary, but then it's like, what if I told you it's not like simulated VR, that's where I live, that's where I feel everything in there. And they go, like, this is a slight spoiler, but they use this as VR torture. They put someone in a torture room, but it's their VR conscious.
Okay.
And they just keep breaking them, and they can reset it. So, like, they can...
Dude, it's the fucking Sharingan. Like...
Yeah, so like, there's things in the show that they really cross moral lines, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
It's the Uchiha family in here.
Yeah,
like...
and the guy that they cast, like, the main envoy, he's like some legendary Japanese dude.
Okay.
But he's in the body of what's his face? The guy who played RoboCop in the newest RoboCop.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's a really cool show. It's if you want some, like, is it like A tier must watch? No, but I would put it at like
it sounds like an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's more like it's at the good to high B level.
Okay.
Right? That's where I would
Those are usually like my favorite shows too.
Yeah, so. Exactly, right? Like, it's not super gonna blow your mind, but there are things that they do that are just really cool in concept, and just how evil and mean some people can be. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah, so 10 episodes. Each episode's like an hour though. So like an hour, like
good.
A real hour.
That's a good chunk.
Yeah. So I did that. So that was great.
It's a shame about the boobs though. Can't watch it at work.
Oh yeah. Sorry. There's some variety.
All right.
Variety.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun when you see like an old Mexican lady.
You're like, ah.
No, and she's like a senior citizen, but they put her in the body of like a young punk.
Oh, that's funny.
So that she can celebrate Cinco de Mayo with her family, right? And it's just like, what the fuck?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So cool.
Interesting.
Apart from that, let's see. My coworker who was really into watches or horology, he told me, he gave me I got curious. I asked him, learned a lot about watches. I learned a lot. And then I dabbled in buying some, and hey, mechanical watches are fucking cool.
Yeah.
They're real cool. I've never liked, when you think of a classic expensive watch, and it's like big, and it's usually have like a metal bracelet on it.
Big, thick, kind of gaudy.
And I've always hated that.
Yeah.
But he told me, like, something he showed me was, it's like, you don't have to have the metal bracelet. You can have that big dial on it, and you could put like a really cheap nylon strap. And for some reason, I looked at it, like the thing he showed me, and I'm like, I really like the way that looks.
You like the cheap with the expensive?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know why, but I really like that. He's like, the best part is these straps are super cheap, and you can just He's like, some people might think you're a little metro if you start matching your straps to your outfit, but whatever, do what you like. And I'm like, I thought that was really cool. Okay, so
nice.
There's a lot of things about watches that I learned, like too much to go into here, but just it's the world of horology is really cool, especially the heritage behind certain brands and like why they are so revered today. But yeah, if you're interested in horology, just look it up. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, I did not play Overwatch because I'm still on Monster Hunter.
Good.
And hey, Monster Hunter is pretty damn good.
Wait, so we're going into Monster Hunter?
Yeah, we're here.
One second. I forgot I watched a movie.
Oh yeah, you did.
Wait, what? What movie do you think I'm talking about?
The one on Saturday.
I did. I watched 2 movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so first I'm going to talk about one. The Professor Marston and his Wonder Women.
Is this a musical?
No, this came out last year, and it is the story of the psychologist William Marston, the creator of Wonder Woman.
Oh.
And how Wonder Woman came to be, how he created the comics, and what his life was like. And I didn't know this, but apparently, he like back in the 1920s, 1930s, he was in a polyamorous relationship with his wife and one of his students.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Baller.
So him and his wife were all about that like free love, very liberal. He was a very like devout feminist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the early portion of it is them dealing with. So the thing is, that couple also invented the lie detector.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of scenes where they use the lie detector for some dubious shit. They ask some very personal questions of each other. And use the lie detector to do it. But the main thing about the movie is the difficulty that they had living in that age, in that kind of a relationship.
Yeah, but
right?
they were judged and...
Yeah, like they lost their jobs and all this stuff, right? They had to start a new life, but they had to hide it from everybody.
Sure.
And then where it gets crazier is when they start getting into kind of kinkier sex stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so Wonder Woman is actually born out of bondage and bondage play. And he got the idea for the character from when his second wife, the student wife, kind of got into it, and she was in like this Greek goddess kind of like outfit. She had the headband, she had the thing on, she had the bracelets.
Yeah.
And she was really into like rope play. So she really liked being tied up and stuff like that. And so everything from that experience, he was like, I'm going to try and push a more liberal agenda in this conservative society by creating Wonder Woman.
Damn.
And he put a lot of his feminist thoughts and ideas, but also like the reason she has a whip is because of bondage. And so a lot of the stuff like that was in those original comics is her being tied up, other people being tied up, like the thing you have to be tied up and then you tell the truth, right? Because it's supposed to be like a metaphor for when you're like vulnerable like that during bondage, like you kind of learn your true self, right? And stuff like that. And it's a fucking fantastic movie. It is insanely interesting. Because it's not the thing though, like even though it's him and his Wonder Women, like
his Wonder Women.
Yeah. It's not really focused on Wonder Woman or the comic. Like it's really a personal story about the struggles of them living that life.
Yeah. Yeah,
it came out last year. Fucking fantastic movie. It was solid.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then the other one I went to go see was at TIFF. They were having a limited screening of Ichi the Killer in 4K.
Ichi the Killer. So
Ichi the Killer is an old, very horrendous, not in terms of quality, but in terms of content, manga. And director Takeshi Miike, who's kind of known for doing... He did Audition, if you guys have seen like any horror movies. He does some like fucked up, gory... stuff. Morally objectionable movies, let's say. But he also did the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure movie, and he did the Phoenix Wright movie, so he's kind of all over the place.
He's got range.
Yeah, he's got range. So Ichi the Killer, there's 2 intertwining stories. There's one about a Yakuza gang and whose boss goes missing. And the main guy...
Johnny Lightfoot.
Johnny Lightfoot. Honestly, there's so many fucking people in this movie, I forget names.
Yeah.
But the second in command basically still thinks the boss is alive.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to find it by whatever means necessary.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this guy's a little fucked in the head, right? And he's really like into torture, right? So he's going around torturing a bunch of people trying to find out information. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you know who did what, who committed said murder and stuff like that. And you learn about this guy called Ichi. He is the killer.
Yeah.
Right?
Hence the title of the movie.
Hence the title of the movie. But the thing is that he has been manipulated from an earlier age by other criminals to become basically an assassin for them. And they mentally manipulate this guy into killing other people for them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the thing is that this mental manipulation has fucked him up super hard. And he's become like full-blown sadist, like 100% in the sadist direction. For example, there is a scene that it kind of establishes how fucking crazy he is.
Yeah.
Before I get into it, like, this is some graphic shit. Like, it is a hard R.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen a harder R-rated movie than this.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is, like, there's this girl at a hostess club, and he always picks her because she has like a beaten face.
Ooh,
right, and it's all bruised.
Kinky.
Yeah, right. But he eventually like follows her home and learns that like her boyfriend or husband, every time they go home, like beats the shit out of her, and then when she's like knocked unconscious, he rapes her.
Oh,
like, it's fucked up. But he's watching this all from the window, and he's getting off on it. Like, there's a scene where he almost gets caught, but he like comes in the balcony and then escapes.
What?
Like, it's really fucked up. And so one day he's at the hostess club, and the girl's like, I really wish like someone would just fucking kill this guy, right? Like, I'm tired of being beaten, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so, but he's like, okay, I can do that for you. Like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So he shows up one day, like after she's been beaten, because he's getting off on it.
Yeah.
And he kills the guy, and he's like, I did it for you. He's like, you did what? Like, I killed him. Now I can be the one that beats you.
Oh.
Right. And it's like. Mentally think of that situation, like being in that, right? The whole movie is equal parts fucked up like that.
Oh my!
And it goes into like the darkest part of that you think people can be. Like, there is straight up scenes of torture in here.
I bet. It sounds awful.
There's some other stuff that's like very comical horror and torture and stuff, but it's still. It's still bad shit. It's still bad shit. It's probably I don't recommend this movie to anybody except the morbidly curious. Right. God. Like, go in if you're gonna watch this movie is not for the faint of heart. They told me at the TIFF screening that the original screening of this movie, they actually had to hand out
apologies?
Emergency bags for people in case because at the time the CG was fantastic, right?
Yeah.
So if it was too sickening for them to watch, they had like, it was like a barf bag,
were able
like,
to just go,
like earplug, like they could leave and stuff like that. Like, it was bad news.
That does not sound like fun.
It's not a fun watch, but the thing is like it's still a fantastic movie because it does exactly what it set out to do, which is to be as unsettling and as disturbing as possible, to show this like deep, seedy, fucked up underbelly of crime, and like to show the darkness within people. And in some ways, it's also like a fucked up love story, because that guy who loves torture, the thing is, he loves it because his boss used to do it to him. And he loves being beaten on. He loves being hit, pain, all that shit. And when he hears about Ichi, who's 100% sadist, he's like, fuck yeah, let's do this. So he's trying to find him to not only find his boss, but to also kind of like get that feeling back that his boss got him. And then Ichi's just been emotionally destroyed, right? And he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's just getting off on that. So it's a really fucked up movie.
You always gotta wonder with these movies, like, where's the inspiration from? Or
like, the thing is though, like,
what's the creative process?
The movie, in comparison to the manga, is also pretty tame.
Oh, everything's always tame compared to the manga.
The manga is like, I think the only thing worse I've ever read than that is a manga called Reiko the Zombie Shop.
Yeah.
And that was a short-lived series because I didn't think it lasted long in English. Yeah, but that one's just like scenes of like child murder and like they made this one girl eat her own long intestine.
Ugh.
Like shit like that. Like it's really bad.
Ugh.
We're on that side. It was like shitty story, but you just kind of read it for the shock factor.
Yeah.
Ichi the Killer is still a very well thought out story. Yeah. If you can get past the darkest subject material that you could possibly think of.
Yeah, it's
right.
Awful.
Yeah, it's like psychologically horrific without being straight horror. It's really weird.
Damn. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Yeah. Like, it's just like you need trigger warnings. Like, that's not the movie for you. Like, fucking Jesus. Yeah. It's bad. Like, I watched it originally in high school, and I was like, this is fucked up, even at the time. And it's been like 10 years or so since then, and I'm like, all right, I could see it again, because the reason they were showing it is because it was up-res in 4K.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's why they were re-showing it. And I watched it again, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, for good, like, I don't ever want to watch that again, but if anybody wanted to watch it, I'd have to wait like another 10 years. Like, it's really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's mentally scarring, let's say.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, man. So, this week we're in the high rank. We're done the tutorial. We're in the main game.
Yeah, we are into high rank. The low rank is the tutorial.
Yeah.
They'll say you've beaten the final boss, but you have not.
No, of course not. I don't think we've done the story yet. We're not done the story.
No, I heard this story goes like all the way up until like Hunter rank 50. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're Hunter rank. I'm Hunter rank 14 or 15?
I'm 13 or 14.
Okay, then I must be 14.
Yeah.
Because the last major thing I did was I beat the flagship.
Okay, yeah, we beat Nargigante.
Nargagoonts.
That fight's fun.
He's fun.
He's very mobile.
He's so mobile.
I like the story caveat of that he is an elder dragon that feeds off of the energy of other elder dragons, and that's why he hangs out in that like crystal core area and stuff like that.
It is cool.
But this is high rank now, so I don't believe there's G rank in this game.
No.
But this is where Monster Hunter becomes Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Where stuff gets real. You have to start planning out your fights more.
Yeah.
You have to start building certain sets to take out certain monsters.
Yeah.
And man, it's still good. Like,
yeah.
I've done this loop so many times since Monster Hunter 2, and I can't get enough of it every single time, especially with the new like the new moves that these weapons have and stuff like that.
There's a couple things I wanted to talk about that we missed on last week. How do you feel about the radial wheel?
I never use it. I know it's probably super, super useful.
Yeah.
But I'm so used to scrolling through all my stuff and having a certain order that I just never use the wheel. So I use it, actually, I do use it for chatting. So I'll have like the stock
communication
phrases and stock stickers, and I'll use those.
So the radial wheel, the one thing I could never get used to was how to use it. Like, you have to point it and then let go so it flicks back.
Yeah.
There's a point where in the options you could have so you point and click in with the stick.
Oh, that sounds harder.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on the move. But the thing with a radial wheel that I really like is once you customize it, you know where everything is. Like, I know it's a watch, basically, right? There's 12 spots. Any item you use automatically sheaths your weapon.
Huh.
So instead of having to scroll through sheath and then hit square, you could just hit the radial and it'll do it all at once.
That is very useful.
And if you just need potion and you're not on the potion thing, just flick.
Yeah.
Like, you do have to learn it, but when you do, it is
just immediate.
It's immediate, and it's just, it works. But I do recommend, if you're going to do it, customize it. Don't go with what they give you.
Okay.
Just because if you customize it, then you'll have the reason to memorize it.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll find it's useful. So I really enjoy that. The biggest change from high rank, in low rank, the thing when you made the armor sets, I never realized, I think I talked about, like, you don't really feel the impact of the skills. The high rank armor is completely different.
Yeah, especially with the alpha beta sets, where you can decide, do you want more skill points or do you want slots to customize yourself? Yeah.
So I went in and I finally made like a proper high rank set built around my switch axe,
Yeah.
and I basically made the skin dog, the
Yeah, Otodago.
Otodago, um, and it just changed my world.
Yeah.
It gave me everything I needed, and it just
You're just putting in damage now?
yeah, like having like razor sharp and speed sharpening and having your stamina bar decrease at half the rate. Just
Is Razor Sharp the one where you don't bounce, or is that the one where you decrease?
you decrease
Less?
sharpness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because sword mode you never bounce.
Yeah.
So it's changed my life. The thing that I forgot about, the skill that I really love when I use these large melee weapons is speed sheathing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just putting your weapon away instantly has changed.
When that you really notice that on stuff like Greatsword.
Yeah.
If you make Greatsword sets, specifically remember to get quick sheathing and quick draw.
Yeah.
Because those are crucial in like getting those charges up.
Yeah, exactly. The thing I've noticed, this is kind of the unfortunate part about Monster Hunter, in the sense that Capcom really wants you to know their flagship monsters, and in this case it's Nargigante.
Yeah.
And that means all his weapons
are fucking baller.
Yes.
Oh, I made his hammer.
Yeah.
His hammer has more raw than the Baroth hammer, which is supposed
to be
the raw.
I've seen that. I was like, what?
And it has dragon element.
Yeah.
And it has huge blue sharpness. And I'm just like, there is actually zero.
Yeah, like
downside.
Why would you use something else?
I would never use anything else. It's insane. Like, I'm looking at the rest of this tree and I'm like, it'd be cool to make the rest of these.
Yeah.
But this Nargigante hammer is fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So yes, because I made the Nargigante switch axe, and it's just like, why am I using anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you been using anything else other than the switch axe? Did you try out anything?
No, for me it's still switch axe and bow.
Okay.
I made the Tomodachi bow.
Nice.
I think that's my favorite bow.
In terms of looks, or in terms of
just its usefulness.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything seems to be weak to electric.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Have you faced any of the Elder Dragons yet?
No, so I'm at the part where you have to find them, and I do want to face that one that I think you talked about.
The undead one.
Yeah.
Voss something.
Yeah.
That fight is fucked up.
Mm.
So when you fight that monster, he's covered in like a miasma.
Yeah.
And just being near him hurts
you sick. Oh shit.
Okay. He shoots miasma at the ground in a very large radius. If you're in the miasma, you just take damage.
Huh.
If he hits you directly with a miasma shot, you get this like special sort of blight, I guess.
Okay.
And it halves your health bar.
Oh.
Not it takes off half your health bar.
It just locks it away?
It locks away half your health bar.
Oh wow.
And the only way also while it's on, if you do any sort of dodge roll or anything, you lose health.
Oh my god.
It's super fucked up. And so I need to now unlock the booster, but it's like a cleanse booster. So like the health booster, you put it on the ground as AoE.
Yeah.
They have that buff for cleanse. Oh. So you can take away any abnormal status effects by running through it.
That's cool.
But that monster alone has made me try and build towards a very good light bowgun. Because I am now seeing the benefits of a light bowgun at a ranged attack, especially in that fight. And I watched some videos on slicing shots.
Oh god.
And that shit is dumb.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So you can make these bullets for light bowgun and heavy bowgun called slicing shots. And what you do is that when you shoot them into the enemy, it does like an initial hit of damage.
Yeah.
But it sticks in them, and then they explode, and it shoots out little shrapnel that shreds
cutting,
them.
Yeah.
That's cutting damage too, so you can like shut their tails and shit.
Yeah.
But you can shoot so many so fast.
Yeah.
But then also just keep making that ammo type all the time, because you can go back to camp and get more materials. You can bring materials with you. You just do so much damage all at once. It seems unfair.
Yeah, it does definitely seem a bit in that sense. I don't really care about the damage output. I just don't like playing with people who have it.
Yeah, so if you're a melee person,
you're
not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, like they interrupt so many combos, or they stop
because
you
it
from
knocks you
anything.
back.
Yeah, and it's just really frustrating.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it to be nerfed in terms of damage. I just wish it didn't interrupt me so much.
So I was in an online match.
Yeah.
With 3 other Japanese people.
Yeah.
They were all using heavy bowgun and they were all using slicing shots.
Yeah.
Our hunt was the ice dragon.
Yeah.
And the zombie dog.
Oh, okay.
I want to say that whole hunt lasted 7 minutes.
Damn.
I mounted both of them once.
Yeah.
And then after that they were dead.
Wow.
And it seems unfair, right? When they had to reload slicing shot, like when they're out of bullets, they would just go into the Gatling gun super.
Yeah.
And
so
all you see is like a bunch of slicing shots go, and then 3 people just punch their gun and go and just straight machine gun this thing to death.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage really fucking fast.
They're each rolling out like 15k, and you're just like, well,
I'm just hanging. I mounted them.
Look at my sword.
Yeah, I got a hammer. It's pretty cool. Look at me. I can like spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb. But yeah, for that one Elder Dragon, I want his set.
What's it give you?
It gives you a bunch of stuff for a hammer.
Oh, what? Oh, is that what you want?
Yeah. Okay. And so
you need it.
I need it
in your life.
I need it.
Okay.
Because I know after these Elder Dragons, it's like tempered.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Yeah.
And then after tempered monsters, it's the final boss.
Yeah.
So I hear his armor's nuts. So
yeah,
this game's good.
Oh, so good. It's so good.
Have you been using the longsword at all?
Nope.
No. Have you seen the longsword's new attacks?
Yep. They're hard to pull off.
Where you just jump in the air and do dumb shit.
They're hard to pull off in a group. You can only do them really solo.
Fair.
Just because I don't think you'll get your combos off.
I'm seeing certain like Nargigante runs where it's just like, oh, I beat Nargigante in like 4 minutes with the longsword, and they're just hitting every single charge. They're hitting every single special attack. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they do it. I don't know.
Yeah, longsword's always been one of those weapons where it's like, oh, it looks so cool, but it's hard to use.
Yeah, it's very hard to use.
Yeah, it's very hard to use.
Yeah. And I think with these skills, I think I'm gonna eventually go back and build a dual sword set.
Yeah. Because
I see a lot of potential in like raising sharpness, speed sharpening, that kind of stuff, and affinity especially. There are so many affinity type buffs, especially from set bonuses, where I don't see why dual blades aren't kind of just top tier right now. Yeah, right? I don't see a lot of people playing them, to be fair.
Well, because they can't hit to tails.
Yeah. True, right?
Like those high tails?
Yeah, you're chopping at the feet, or you're like hitting them in the face and doing stuff. But man, the damage output potential.
It's nuts.
Is nuts. So I've surprisingly haven't seen a lot of people use Insect Glaive either. I've seen like 1 or 2.
Insect Glaive is actually really weak in this game.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Charge Blade is probably the melee weapon of choice. But the problem with Charge Blade is it's very tedious to set up.
Oh.
But like if
the files.
Yeah, if you got it down, you're putting in a lot of damage, like maybe a little bit more than even that bowgun.
I know I'm gonna build a greatsword set.
Yeah,
just for funsies.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it.
Just to do. Okay, look, check it out. I got like level 4 charge and dumb shit like that. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Man, when people remember to use bombs on a sleeping enemy, I'm so happy. And sometimes I'll put down a large barrel bomb, but someone else will put down the extra large barrel bomb. I'm like, oh, you're the best. Mwah! Yeah. But the worst is when they forget that the small barrel bomb hits first. Yeah. So I've had a couple of things where I've set down barrel bombs, but the guy puts a small barrel bomb inside those bombs. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You need to chain it. Like, so they'll learn eventually. Yeah. And
it's nice now, too, because you see the damage numbers.
Yeah.
So you know that you did it right. Yeah. It's real cool. No, it's good.
It's still a really good game.
Yeah, nothing's changed. I expect to come back and be like, oh, I don't like this thing, but no, I like it.
No, man, a lot of the new changes are fantastic. Yeah, maybe slicing shot can get nerfed a bit. Yeah. But yeah, at this point, I fought a pink Rathalos, so you know what that means. Somewhere in this game, a pink Raytheon. Somewhere in this game is an Azure Rathalos.
You haven't found it yet?
No.
Really?
I haven't found it yet.
Oh.
So somewhere in there is. So it is there.
He's there.
Yeah. Okay.
He's there. Yeah. He's there.
I also tried to fight the B-52 bomber.
How'd that go?
It actually went pretty well, but then when I was facing it, because I fought it on a expedition, it was like, oh, it just left the area. Like, it just ran away. And I was like, oh man, like I was doing really well. So that kind of sucked. Mm-hmm. I think so. Other than the light bowgun set, I think the next thing I'm gonna try and build is a sword and shield abnormal status effect set. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try and get like paralysis sword, poison sword, sleep sword.
Yeah.
And do that stuff.
Yeah, I gotta go do some research. I gotta figure out what I want to do for my bow set, because I really want that charge level 4.
Yeah.
But I also want something with insane stamina.
Well, if you can find that charm that we found on Twitter.
Yes. Yeah,
there was a charm
that charm.
Yeah. You want to go charm hunting?
No, thank you. Charms are hard in this game.
Yeah. That DLC charm. No joke.
Too good.
Yeah. Attack up divine protection.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm just ready to spend more money.
On monsters?
Cosmetics.
Oh my god.
I just want to buy like appearance skins.
Didn't you buy one?
Yeah, but it's for the handler.
And you don't use it.
Yeah. Because you know what happened? In the cutscene, I gave her the old school guild arm, but she reaches for her goggles.
Oh.
And she's doing a whole lot of things that are specific to that uniform.
Oh, okay.
And it's like...
Because it's an engine, it doesn't...
Yeah, it's like, well, this is dumb.
Fair.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to the end game and then you can...
Yeah, then I'll switch it, of course. Because I like the green suit better.
Fair.
I heard that when you beat all the star quests, you know how you get the rainbow thing?
Yep.
You get the guild arms uniform.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So, you looking forward to some egg hunting quests?
Fuck, I got a lot of quests to go through.
I got a lot of gathering quests to do.
Yeah.
Man, I want that rainbow pigmentation because it looks so dumb.
It does. When you're fighting, and now everyone can see it. Yeah. Like, whoa. Damn. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Great, that's Monster Hunter.
It's our update.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hearing updates for a while.
Yeah, for like the next year. So look forward to it. If you might as well play just so you understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, just go buy it. It's good.
It's a great game. It's worth buying it.
Some would say it's best game of the year.
You know what? If you want to play with us, let us know. Maybe we'll start up a squad.
Ooh, squad.
Yeah,
join my squad.
Yeah. All right then.
Yeah, join it. Put like a TNIAB squad.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, that's it from us this week.
Yeah.
Nothing coming up in the near future.
No.
Olympics start on the Friday, February 9th.
Woohoo.
So if you guys are watching those, I hope you guys enjoy watching the Winter Olympics.
I can't wait for snowboarding half pipes because people are going to bail.
I like watching the racing snowboarding.
Oh, that's fun. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I don't know if they made an official Olympic a sport, but I saw, I think it was in Russia. They had like, you know how there's the bike racing where it's like, but like they go down the hill and they do the track and stuff.
Yeah.
They did that for ice skating.
Whoa.
Yeah. So there's like an ice skating track with like drops and ramps and shit.
Sounds like the dangerous fucking shit.
Yeah. I don't think it's I saw a GIF of it, and apparently the story behind the GIF was that in the video, this guy fell off a drop.
Yeah.
And he hit the ground so hard that it took all the air out of his lungs.
Yeah.
So it seems pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool.
Speaking of which, I love the downhill ski.
Downhill ski is crazy. Oh my god, those hills are so steep.
Yeah. Great.
Maybe I'll go find the Nagano Olympics for the N64.
just to be part of the magic.
Just be part of the magic, you know?
I'll go look for a game on my iPhone. See you guys next week.
See ya.